It's all about expression in the eyes when you're wearing the mask. I've been trying to master the art of getting a good kind of look without looking like I'm trying to look into your soul. You know, if you get too much, it's a little bit too much. Most people have that dead eye kind of, you can't read anything and you don't even know who they are or what they're thinking. And you just naturally assume they're pissed off or they're smelling something weird.
I cut my beard into a mustache.
Right.
And
I can tell, it looks amazing.
every once in a while, I'll look over at Becca and she's just giving me like, pardon this. I'm like, what is that? She's like, that's your angry mustache face. Yeah. Hi. That's right. This is where we're at today. Oh, hey. I'm here too, filming a commercial with our pals at 5 Paddles today. Gonna be a Halloween theme for their Pumpkinpalooza beer series. I'm excited. This is a series I look forward to every year. A good friend of ours, Ryan Patel, you may know him from our podcast, drew up the script for this commercial. We're all very happy with it. Gonna be a lot of fun, I think.
We're gonna link it right here for your viewing pleasure.
This is our 8th installment of Pumpkinpalooza. When we first opened up 5 Paddles Brewing Company, we strongly had a belief that we would never ever do a pumpkin beer. Whenever we had pumpkin beers, we lined them up, we sampled them, we took pictures of them, put them back onto line. Just showed which ones we liked and which ones we didn't. Inevitably it was, we hated all of the beers except for this one that was tolerable. So we knew that as soon as we put a pumpkin beer out, we would put under massive scrutiny online. But then everybody kept asking for it, and in typical 5 Paddles style, we kind of decided, you know what, if we're gonna do a pumpkin beer, we're gonna do 5. And so the first year we did 5 different pumpkin beers, and it was a huge hit, and subsequently we've had to do 5 different pumpkin beers every year.
So the premise behind this commercial is a couple of old, washed out men are gonna be trick-or-treating in costumes that are outdated and or don't fit, and they're gonna be looking for some sweet, sweet candy. Our pal, Brother Ian, as he's known by in some circles, he'll be answering this door to their knocking shenanigans, at which time come up with a brilliant idea to give these idiots beer and get them on their way.
My favorite part of this commercial is when they knock. Ian's gonna be sleeping in between the big vats of beer that she's been brewing. I think it's gonna be really funny. It'll look something like this. Trick-or-treating usually happens at night, unless you've got very small children, in which case it's still kind of light out when it happens. That's what we're doing for this video. So these are full-grown men coming in way too early. Ian's gonna be sleeping at this time too, you know, because grown men need naps.
Naps are important. I don't care what anybody says. So I guess as the old expression goes, pitter patter. That spot right there is where Ian's gonna shoot up when there's a knock at the door. He's gonna be wearing a dirty old tablecloth, and it's gonna be so much fun. Looking good, Danny.
Thanks, buddy.
Now we're on the 8th year of Pumpkinpalooza, so a total of 40 beers are being released, all pumpkin flavored, all different styles. So this year, pumpkin spice latte. So this one we've kind of taken, made fun of that whole basic Starbucksification of certain beers. It's got tons of coffee, it's got tons of pumpkin spice. It's almost too much, which is kind of cool.
Okay, so the next shot we're doing is gonna be the walking to see who's at the door scene. We've got a couple of different options. We come down this corridor here, between all these tanks. The light directly behind you is enough of a backlight that it creates a really cool silhouette around our subject. So it'll look something like this. And then, the other option is that we're gonna use this corridor over here where there's a lot less natural light, but we're gonna be able to control the lighting with our own devices. Yeah, we can create any kind of look that we want. We're gonna go for something a little bit more dramatic over there. We're probably gonna shoot both and then decide in post which one we want. Pocket sand.
Our Grim Reaper, which is a pumpkin oatmeal stout. This is one that we have done every year, and we always look forward to it. And in fact, it's kind of inspired our regular oatmeal stout that we have throughout the year, just called Reaper. Very simple, you know, a little bit of pumpkin spice, but then that big oatmeal stout flavor. This year, our Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak is a habanero pumpkin spice hazy IPA. This one we've done in years previous, and it was such a hit, we've decided that we do want to bring it back.
So this next shot, we're just getting these lights set up here. You can see there's a few of them. And we're gonna have Ed and Mike trick-or-treating with some homemade Halloween costumes, courtesy of us. Whew. It's foggy out. Ian's gonna come and answer the door, and I think hilarity's gonna ensue.
Then we've got our mask season. It's a pumpkin spice kettle soured milkshake IPA. It sounds kind of weird, but the sour beer with the offset of the milk sugar for sweetness, and then also the big IPA hoppy flavors is just amazing. This year's Jump the Pumpkin Shark, it's called the Candy Bag. So it's got tons of milk sugar for sweetness, big pumpkin pie spice, but then it's like you're taking that big bag of candy and just dumping it right into the beer. It should be pretty exciting to try all 5 again this year. I always look forward to this time of year, even though I don't necessarily look forward to a lot of pumpkin beers. You know, this is part of 5 Paddles, right? You know, it's kind of pushing everybody's boundaries and kind of getting uncomfortable every now and then.
Oh, I see one that has Ed's name written all over it.
Big boa?
Yeah, that's for you, buddy. There you go.
Do you guys seriously just walk around with this? And exactly what costume is this supposed to? It's a pirate costume? Seriously, or is it bunny ears?
I just brought a bunch of stuff. Put it on. 90% of it was deloused when I put it in the box.
90%?
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
We've tried for 8 years to gross somebody out with our beers and to take one of our beers and make it so crazy that it would seriously offend everybody, and it hasn't happened yet. So I don't know. 2020 it didn't happen. Maybe it might happen. 2021, who knows what's gonna happen.
How do you feel the commercial went?
You know what? It was great. You know, like you guys reached out to us at the beginning of COVID, you know, to kind of help us out. You did that series of Will It Sanitize. We love that style. We love the look that you guys had. We decided right then and there, if we were to somehow survive that initial onslaught of COVID, you know, we were gonna do something. We're constantly trying to kind of come up with good ideas, but it's great working with you guys. You have such good ideas, and for us, the chemistry of like what we wanted and what you give, it's like, it seems very easy, right?
I think
Seems
'cause
easy
we're
to work
friends
with,
first.
right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like we
makes-
kind of have that common thread of, I don't know, attitude or something, right? Yeah.
We sent you, I think it was 3 scripts.
Mm-hmm.
Trick or Treat was one of them.
Yeah.
I think Survival was the other.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes.
was the 3rd one.
Yes.
Was it like, as soon as you heard the Trick or Treat one, you're like, this is the one we have to do? Or was it kind of like a hard toss up between them, or?
You know what? It was kind of difficult for our timeline anyways, because, you know, we've got our pumpkin beers coming out soon. We kind of had to kind of jump on it, so I didn't want to do too much back and forth.
Right.
So it was that one, knowing how many people that we have to be involved, it seemed visually would be the most kind of, I don't know, eccentric, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That kind of would kind of go well with what our attitude at the brewery is. We don't mind making fun of ourselves and having fun at our own expense, which is kind of fun.
I think we had a hard time kind of figuring out which one we wanted to do. That's part of the reason we put it in your hands,
Yeah.
so that you know, the customer's always happy.
Right.
And it wasn't until we did the filming today, particularly the reveal of the trick-or-treaters,
Yeah.
where I was like, okay, we made the right decision. This is definitely going to be the video that we wanted to do.
Truthfully, I know that I had done the initial amount of, you know, talking back and forth with you. I told nobody about anything. They didn't know that you guys were coming until this morning, actually about an hour before you showed up, which I think works best, because then if you can kind of surprise the guys, they can't say no.
Yeah. Even though you sprung it on him, Ed was like,
No, I'm not gonna do it. No.
Please?
Absolutely not.
Please?
Nope. Can't make me. All right.
He eventually comes around to a good idea, but,
Yeah.
you know, every now and then you got to surprise him.
I think we both had a lot of fun. We're going to go home and start editing, and can't wait to do the next one.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. You know, I love working with you guys. It's always been a good experience. I always look forward to when you guys come out. It's always such a good
Well,
experience.
thank you for having us.
Yeah, cool, man.
Paddles? Paddles.
This
your
concludes
turn.
today's episode. I'm shutting the up when it's my turn to talk. That's it for today. You guys like what you saw? You hit that like button.
Smash that subscribe button in the bell. Flick that subscribe button in the bell.
I go with knock, but I'm not. Knock that subscribe button in the bell.
Ding the bell.
While you're at it, have yourself a nice day. See you next time.
You having fun?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good answer. I love the nervous laugh.
Yeah. It's natural nervous.
Yeah, of course.
This lighting looks like it's doing a lot for your age.
Oh man, wait for my boudoir.